Hey gorgeous, it's your favorite nail bestie Shanice Dion, and today we're doing dip powder set on my girly Show. I really quickly want to insert a video. This is the very first time that I got into dip powder, and Show allowed me to work on her hands, and I was so excited about this set. But now that I'm looking back at it, they are trash. There's no shape. I mean, application looks good, but I've definitely gotten better. But shout out to friends that let you use them for practice when you're trying new things, because I was so excited to have a live model. It was just so amazing. Like, even here, you could tell that I had the patience and the dedication for dip powder. So I'm so excited to show you what we've been working on. So this set is actually going to be the Kiara Sky dip powder system. I have already prepped and sized her nails, so we're getting ready for application. I'm using the base, which is the glue for the system, to build an apex, which is super important when you're trying to adhere the fake nail to the natural nail bed, because you don't want it to get to a point where her nails are stressed because she's tapping or typing or texting or lifting heavy loads, and her nails cannot support that weight. So here I'm just going to continuously apply the glue and the dip powder to her nail until I achieve the perfect strength. So I'm doing about 4 to 5 layers, first starting in the middle and then expanding with each layer, just to make sure there's full coverage on that nail. And with each application, I'm actually getting closer and closer to that cuticle, making sure that the application is deliberate so that I'm near the cuticle but not too close that I'm flooding it, because I'm not quite ready to seal that cuticle just yet. I want to make sure that the nail has a great thickness and that it has a great apex. If you're looking closely, you can see I'm going from side to side to make sure that I'm building up that apex and making sure that she has enough strength on that nail. Now what I'm using is almost like a dipping dish. I'm using that just to make sure that, I'm not contaminating my dip powder. I trust all of my friends and my clients that come over, but I want to make sure that I'm using the freshest products possible. So right here, I'm using the third step of this system, which is the Seal Protect. What it does is it activates the glue and the powder so that they're binded. And once that glue dries from that Seal Protect, I'll be able to tap it with the brush or tap it with my file to make sure that it's good and ready to be shaped and filed. If I don't Seal Protect the nail, the glue is not going to dry all the way, and then it's going to mess up my shaping. So here is just application only. Check it out. I'm so proud. I feel like I took forever for this, but she was so patient and so understanding, because it's been a while since I've played with dip powder. So this application looking flawless has my heart skipping and dancing for joy. Okay, so let me tell you about this Kiara Sky gel polish. It was uber thick. I'd never worked with their gel polish before, so I didn't know. Well, okay, I take that back. I have worked with their gel polish before. I did know that it was going to be thick. What I did not know was that it was going to play me like this. So we tried drying this hand for like 5 minutes, and I'm going to blame my UV LED light, simply because I cannot believe that this color played with me like that. It was nice and thick. The consistency was amazing, but I noticed that the darker the color with this company, the more opaque that it is. Even with just one layer, it takes a lot more to cure it. So we apply it to all of the nails, and then we realize, this really isn't going to dry for us. This is really going to stay like this the entire time. It was wet, then it started crinkling underneath the light. Beautiful color, but we've dedicated some time to work on how to apply it so that it's not so thick, and then we won't have any more trouble. Look at how much care I'm giving this nail. I want you guys to understand, I wanted this to be so perfect for her, because it was a beautiful hot cocoa color, It was beautiful, 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 but for some odd reason, I just could not get it to cooperate with us, to work with us. But a few tips while painting, even though this color wasn't a success for us, even though we cured it for like 18 million hours, one of the things I like to do when I'm painting, no matter what brand it is, I like to start in the middle of the nail with a nice moderate amount, close to the cuticle, but not too close that, like, again, I'm flooding it, because it makes your manicures look super ugly or messy at the cuticle. You don't want that. You want it to be nice and neat. So what you do is you take the brush, you put it at the middle or 3/4 the way to your nail bed, and then you push it up a little bit into the cuticle with each application, and then you drag down, making sure that you're rotating the nail from side to side to make sure that you're getting all of the coverage that you potentially need. And of course, I did mention before how thick this consistency was for this particular polish, so I probably should have just gone in with one good application of the polish, and perhaps the color might have worked for us. But it's okay, because everything is a lesson. You live and you learn. And I now know not to play with these darker colors. I need to take my time and do a test run, because I did find myself getting a little bit frustrated, but that's okay, because like I said, it's infuriating when you're learning a lesson in the moment and you kind of want what you're doing to be a success. So we forgot to record the process, but both of the client and I became so frustrated with that hot cocoa color that we just decided to cut our losses instead of spending another 45 minutes trying to cure and figure out why the color hated us so much. So we went in with Kamikaze by D&D. Favorite neutral color to go to, absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see that I've already started layering on that color on both hands. But what we did to get that gel color off was we used my amazing 100-180 grit file to just completely file off that layer of gel, or the layers of that hot cocoa color. And we went in with the Kamikaze, and it's so beautiful. I'm glad that we had that obstacle, because it allowed us to go in another direction that was equally as gorgeous. So here I'm just putting on some top coat. I made sure that I was maintaining the shape. Everything is covered, and her nails looks drop dead gorgeous. So after top coating both hands and letting it dry, I went in with this same hot cocoa gel polish in an attempt to do a design. And honestly, this color just once again proved to us that it hated us. So I started with my dotting tool and I placed 2 dots on the nail. Then I went in with a really fine art brush to kind of drag the drops to a point where they meet to come out with this beautiful tiny heart on 2 of the nails. And we put it in the light again, as you can see, and the color just did not want to dry. So what we ended up doing was we went ahead and got some acrylic powder, and we covered the gel with the acrylic powder, and we went with a sweater-like design, so like a sweater nail design heart, and it was so cute. So once again, I'm just slightly going over each nail to make sure that the shape has not been altered, making sure it's straight, giving tapered square. And here is our beautiful set. It took us forever, but finally we're done, and they're just so gorgeous. I love that color on her, and I'm so happy that she was pleased with it. I can't wait to see what we do with her next set. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. Dip powder is my absolute favorite. Can't wait to see you next time. Make sure to like, comment below your favorite part of the video, your favorite part of the nail process. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Can't wait to see you in our next video.